What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's getting chilly out. Winter is here, but today we're in the Tahoe and we're talking about something real, something that keeps most people broke forever, and that is going to be why 75% of people never reach $100,000 invested. That's a very scary statement right there, but it's true, and this is one of the biggest dividing lines between people who build wealth and people who never escape that paycheck to paycheck routine and never retire. Now, we'll go ahead and break down the real numbers for this because I know people on both sides of the spectrum for this, and it's wild. As always, this is not financial advice. This is just real life, real numbers, real patterns that I've watched over the years, and I'm just some guy sitting in his car that dropped his kids off at school and is talking to you guys. The number one reason, though, why people never hit 100K is simple. They start too late. That's why I always say start now. Regardless of what your age is, just start now. And people think that they need $10,000 to start, or they're waiting for that perfect moment, or they say, I'll start next year. I'm busy this year. I have a lot going on. I'll start next year. Don't do that. Meanwhile, someone investing $200 a month beats them by just starting early. It doesn't even have to be $200 a month. Just start. Most people lose years and sometimes decades because they're waiting for that, quote, perfect time. Second reason, people don't invest enough. This is a common one that I see or hear about with people that I know and work with and stuff. It's wild. They'll spend $600 a month on a car payment, and they'll go out and spend $150 on coffee and $300 eating out, but they'll only invest $25 a week and think that they're good to go, that they're set, and that's not the case. To reach 100K, you need consistency, discipline, and a real monthly investment number. $25, that is not it. If that's all you can afford, good, go for it. That's a good foundation, but that shouldn't be your ending platform. For me, it's $6,000 to $8,000 a month, but even $500 or $1,000 a month will get you there, will get you to that goal. Most people simply never invest enough to hit the milestone of $100,000 because they're doing that $25 a month thing for their life. Number three, people will quit before compounding kicks in. That's another big one. The first 100,000 is always going to be the hardest. It takes the longest. It feels slow. It's extremely boring, and people will get discouraged and stop. I know I personally felt like that when I was like saving up my first 100,000. I felt like it was slow, and it was just all me. They're going to invest for a year, or like the market dips and they say, this doesn't work, I could use the money on other stuff, and then they quit. Well, here's the truth. Your money grows slow and slow and slow and slow, and then boom, it just takes off around like the 100,000 mark or so. Most people never stay consistent enough to reach that moment. The ones that do, it opens up a whole new world for them. Number four, people pick terrible investments. This is another one. I see this all over like social media and stuff. They chase hype, they chase and buy penny stocks, they follow the TikTok gurus, they get burned, they quit, whatever the case is. Meanwhile, people like me or people like you were buying boring ETFs, VOO, VTI, QQQ, and those just quietly multiply. Consistent ETF investing will outperform most stock pickers over time. And I like boring. Boring usually always wins. Most people can never reach 100K because they don't have room to invest. That's a big one right there. They don't leave themselves room to invest. Why? Because they're financing cars they can't afford. They're chasing lifestyle purchases. They try to look rich instead of becoming rich. What they wear, what they have, everything. They upgrade everything for no reason. I'm sitting in a used Tahoe right now that has been paid off for years, and I'm not going to upgrade it. I drive used because it saves me a ton of money. That's how I don't have any car payments and I can invest $6,000 to $8,000 a month. All three of my vehicles are paid off, and I'm on a normal military income. Could I upgrade them? Yes. Do I need to? No. This Tahoe has 100,000 miles on it and works perfectly fine. And most people will have one income stream but 20 expenses. They don't increase their income. They don't have a side hustle. They don't monetize social media. They don't start anything. It could be something simple as baking cookies at your house and selling them, or there's a million things you can do. I make $5,000 a month boarding dogs, and I'm going to show you guys this month how much I made this year doing that. I make like 500 to 1,000 on social media off of like Facebook or whatever, nothing off this YouTube channel, maybe $200 or $400 on selling apparel, but that's over $6,000 a month that just goes straight to investing. That's why my numbers grow so fast, because I have multiple income streams. Now, here's another big one. People are scared of the red days, and they see dips and they stop investing. That's super common. I see people write that all the time on social media, and I'm like, that's crazy. They see crashes and they panic. They see Reddit posts and they freak out. Meanwhile, I'm one of the ones that I get excited when the market dips. That's when I can use margin safely. That's a buying opportunity for me. That's when I buy. That's when I accelerate my portfolio. I love when I see red days, especially like 4 or 5 in a row. Fear keeps you broke. Consistency builds wealth. Now we'll go over this last one here. Most people never hit 100,000 because they don't have a plan. There's no roadmap, no contribution goal. There's no timeline. There's no strategy. So I know exactly how much I'm investing. I write it all down. I track it all, even in an old school notebook. I know my $1 million timeline I'm trying to hit. I know my monthly targets I'm trying to hit. I know my retirement options. I always am working towards an end goal. I track every dollar that I invest, because if I'm not on track to hit that goal, I'm going to go side hustle harder to hit that goal. But you need to know what you're hitting intentionally, not by guessing. And if you want me to make a video on exactly how to reach 100,000 step by step, drop a comment below. I'll put a video out on it and how I did it too. Make sure you guys subscribe. This is a new channel. I appreciate your help. I drop new investing videos, side hustle breakdowns, portfolio updates and stuff literally like every 2 days. I'm doing Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, or Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. I'll see you guys in the next one.